What's up, guys? Welcome back to The Last Word Sports. We are finally back from our 3-week hiatus. You know, there hasn't been a lot going on in the sports world as of late. But today, we will be ranking the top 10 best middle infielders coming into the 2020 MLB season. Now, pretty much how I ranked these guys was how they are with the bat, how they are in the field, and how valuable they are to their specific teams. That's really the only criteria I kind of use, just like it's flat out who is the better player. Okay, so starting off with number 10, we got Ozzie Albies, the second baseman from the Atlanta Braves. Now, Ozzie Albies is a great young player. He came up with Ronald Acuna a few years ago. Now, unfortunately, Ronald Acuna has just completely overshadowed him ever since he came into the league. That being said, Ozzie Albies is no slouch in any sense of the word. He hit .295 last year with 24 home runs and 86 RBIs. It's a very solid season. He's very quick. He's very skillful with the ball. He gets a good first step off the bat. Just overall, he's a great second baseman, but just the other 9 on this list are just far and away so much better that I had to put him at number 10. But no slouch, Ozzie Albies, number 10 on my list. Number 9 is Fernando Tatis Jr. It's unfortunate he was injured last year, but you know what? He's a great middle infielder. He hit .317 last year, 22 home runs, 53 RBIs. Probably would have gotten into the 30 range for home runs if he would have stayed healthy the entire year, but you know, .317, that's pretty fantastic, and 53 RBIs for as many games as he played was pretty good. He's obviously very skillful with the glove. He's got a really nice arm. But, you know, he's still young. He's got room to improve. He still makes some young guy mistakes sometimes, but, you know, he's very solid, and I'm really looking forward to seeing where his career takes him in the future. Number 8 is shortstop from the Oakland A's, Marcus Semien. Now, Marcus Semien is a weird one with me because him, just like one other guy who's up on the list, he had his breakout season last year, so it's kind of hard for me to gauge because I don't know whether he'll continue this for this season or not. But, you know, he hit .285 with 33 home runs, 92 RBIs. That's pretty solid, especially for a really young A's team that's kind of looking to make some noise in the AL West. In the field, I think that he is very good. He's got very, very nice hands. He's got pretty decent arm. He's got some okay wheels. I just think there's a lot more work to be done. I think that there are just so many other shortstops in the league right now who just outmatch him and outplay him even further than what he's given us so far. And for that reason, he's at our number 8. Number 7 is my beloved shortstop from the Boston Red Sox, Xander Bogaerts. Now, I know Xander is not the greatest in the field. Obviously, Marcus Semien, Fernando Tatis, they're both better than him in the field. However, I could not pass up on Xander at the number 7 spot simply because he hits absolute nukes. He hit .309 last year, 33 home runs, 117 RBIs, good enough to win a Silver Slugger, the AL shortstop position. Absolutely fantastic. He's a big part of the Boston Red Sox team. He's probably going to be their main source of run production this year now that Mookie Betts has left for Los Angeles. But I'm really looking forward to see what Xander can do this year. He had a career season last year. He's been improving every single season he's been in the league. Hopefully the defense clicks and everything else clicks with him, and he'll be able to lead the Red Sox to another solid season. Next at number 6 is Jose Altuve, and we all know what happened with the Astros. We all know, we all kind of have our own personal opinions on it, but regardless of all that, Jose Altuve is still a very solid middle infielder in the MLB. He hit .298 with 31 home runs, 74 RBIs last year. So definitely some room for improvement there. He had kind of a down year after winning an MVP a few years back, winning a World Series. But again, he did cheat. Him and the Astros did steal other people's signs. So I did have to kind of put that into account as well. He might have been a little higher if that had not been the case. However, he is still a very talented MLB player, and I had to give him props for that. Number 5 is Ketel Marte, second baseman from the Arizona Diamondbacks. Now, Ketel Marte was the other guy I was talking about with Marcus Semien, because this guy came out of nowhere. You know, he spent a few years in Seattle and was kind of just like, whatever. And he came to Arizona and just automatically just started tearing it up. He hit .329 last season, which is absolutely insane, with 32 home runs and 92 RBIs. Absolutely just crazy season. He's very quick to the ball. He's got a great glove, and he doesn't need that great an arm because he's playing second base. However, he's got one because he also plays outfield as well. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Ketel Marte can do this year. I hope he keeps up the success because he's a very fun player to watch. However, these next 4 I think are just miles above everyone else on the list so far. At number 4, we got Javier Baez. Now, we have all seen the amazing clips of Javi Baez making diving plays, showing off his amazing arm. He's just an all-around great baseball player. Last year, he hit .281 with 29 home runs and 85 RBIs. Great year from a great player. He's kind of the leader on the Cubs right now. Chris Bryant and Anthony Rizzo have kind of taken a step back. Javier Baez is starting to come into his own. He's a really fun player to watch, just like the rest of these guys. He's got that nice little leg kick in his swing that you just know he's revving up for something. But the thing with Javi Baez is his consistency at the plate. As I said, he hit .281, which, in turn is pretty fantastic. However, the rest of these guys on the list are just a little bit more consistent in the dish, and that's what I was kind of looking for with the rest of them. Now, these top 3 are kind of the undisputed, in my opinion, best middle infielders in the MLB right now. So it was kind of hard for me to choose their order, and I had to take some different things into account. But if you have a difference of opinion, please leave it in the comments. We'd love to hear. We'd love to have a discussion. At number 3, we have DJ LeMahieu, the second baseman from the New York Yankees. Now, DJ LeMahieu is, in my opinion, the best contact hitter in the sport of baseball right now. He hit .327 last year with 26 home runs and 102 RBIs. He's a very big guy in that Yankee roster. As like a 1-2 hitter for that Yankee team, he gets on base a lot. He plays solid defense at the second base position, but can also play third. Now, that didn't have anything to do with this list specifically, but the versatility is nice for that Yankee team. And especially for him being a guy who doesn't hit that many home runs compared to like everybody else on his team. He's just a guy who knows his role, gets on base, and does whatever is asked of him. That's something I really appreciate in a player. And he's a fantastic player, but these next 2 guys are just far and away top 2 in the league. Number 2 is Trevor Story, shortstop for the Colorado Rockies. Now, Trevor Story had a very, very good season last year, hitting .295 with 35 home runs and 85 RBIs. Trevor Story, in some people's opinion, is number 1. Checked MLB.com's rankings of the shortstops just to see kind of where their head was, and they had Trevor Story at number 1. And honestly, I could see the argument for it. Trevor Story is probably the best power hitter at the shortstop position. He gets on base a lot, but the thing is, he still hits 4 for his team, which is absolutely incredible. And in the field on defense, he's absolutely no slouch. He is an absolute cannon from the shortstop position. And honestly, if you hit to the ball to the left side of the field when you're playing the Rockies, you're out, because you got Arenado and Trevor Story on the left side of the field. Those are just 2 very big names that you always have to worry about when you're playing the Colorado Rockies. And Trevor Story has just been fantastic ever since he came into the league. However, number 1, in my opinion, edges him out by just a little bit more. And number 1, if you guys watch baseball, you probably know who it is. It's Francisco Lindor, shortstop for the Cleveland Indians. Now, why Lindor? Because last year he put up pretty low numbers compared to his career stats. He hit .284 with 32 home runs and 74 RBIs. And yeah, you know what? Those were low numbers compared to his career stats. However, Francisco Lindor overall has had way more solid careers and has been way more consistent than the rest of these guys. The only thing with Lindor is his injuries, is his health. He needs to find a way to stay on the field if the Indians are going to make another run at a World Series. However, when he has been on the field, they've been absolutely fantastic. You can tell the whole city just rallies behind Lindor, and I think Lindor is more important to his team than any of the rest of these players, in my opinion. And even with him being out most of last season, he still hit 32 home runs, which is absolutely freaking crazy. And I just think that Francisco Lindor this year is the best middle infielder in baseball. Thank you guys for watching our list. If you have a difference of opinion, please leave it down in the comment section. Make sure to like and share. Thank you guys for watching. This has been The Last Word.